Of course. Here's the rewritten article you requested. I've kept it logical, detailed, and distinct from the original, around 6,000 characters long. On Monday, April 28, General Hospital promises a series of escalating challenges for some of Port Charles's most familiar faces. Though Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, has survived the immediate dangers of his surgery, the aftershocks of his medical crisis, combined with brewing tensions elsewhere, set the stage for an explosive day. Secrets are exposed, loyalties are questioned, and ambitions are threatened as several characters find themselves at critical crossroads. The episode opens against a somber backdrop. Sonny's surgery appears to have been technically successful, but his condition remains precarious. In a tense moment outside his hospital room, a figure is seen tampering with Sonny's IV line, an act that casts a long shadow over what was supposed to be the beginning of his recovery. When Carly, Laura Wright, arrives and glimpses Sonny's pale, fragile figure through the glass, the terror and helplessness that cross her face make it clear, Sonny's battle for survival is far from over. Meanwhile, the turmoil surrounding Sonny is not limited to the hospital corridors. Unbeknownst to him, political forces are shifting against him on the home front. Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, long known for her ruthless pragmatism, is actively orchestrating opposition to Sonny's plans regarding the Port Charles docks. Determined to sway influential votes, she seizes an opportunity to vent her frustrations and strategic concerns to Giovanni Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. Believing that Gio's loyalty might waver under the weight of truth, or at least her version of it, Tracy lays out a damning narrative about Sonny's activities. Her gamble is risky, but she hopes to plant enough seeds of doubt to tip the balance of power. In response, Giovanni, torn between his instincts and Tracy's revelations, quietly seeks counsel from Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner. Emma's connection to trusted figures like Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Sonny himself positions her uniquely to help him make sense of the swirling rumors and half-truths. While battles for influence rage among Port Charles's power players, familial tensions brew elsewhere. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, finds herself cornered when Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, confronts her over actions taken behind her back. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, joins in the confrontation, pressing Alexis for explanations. It quickly becomes clear that Alexis's attempts to intervene were rooted in genuine concern, but her methods, working in the shadows, seeking legal advice from Diane Miller, have backfired spectacularly. Had Alexis chosen honesty from the outset, she might have preserved her daughter's trust. Now, as tempers flare, Alexis faces the daunting task of rebuilding fractured relationships and proving that her actions, however misguided, stemmed from love rather than manipulation. Yet a lingering question remains: was Diane's legal advice entirely above board, or did she have her own motivations for stirring the pot? Across town, another young woman finds herself facing unexpected challenges. Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, who had long believed her path to success was assured, is suddenly grappling with disillusionment and the threat of failure. Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, overseeing her WSB assignment, senses Jocelyn's unease and bluntly demands to know if she's considering walking away. His suspicion isn't unfounded. Jocelyn, after all, recently confided in Emma about her doubts. She admitted feeling out of her depth and undeserving of the opportunity she had been given, a sentiment exacerbated by witnessing favoritism from their professor. While Emma was openly encouraged to apply for a coveted position, Jocelyn received no such endorsement, leaving her to wonder whether she was ever truly considered a viable candidate. Complicating matters further, Emma appears eager to capitalize on the moment, hoping to impress their professor and secure her future. For Jocelyn, the realization that merit alone might not be enough is a bitter pill to swallow. Her journey, once characterized by confidence and ambition, is now marred by insecurity and resentment. As Vaughn presses her for answers, Jocelyn must decide whether to fight for the opportunity she once coveted or to step aside and acknowledge a painful truth. In Port Charles, as in life, talent and hard work often collide with politics, favoritism, and luck. As Monday's episode unfolds, General Hospital crafts a layered narrative in which every victory comes at a cost, and every decision carries weighty consequences. Sonny's life hangs in the balance, even as unseen enemies continue their machinations. Tracy's political maneuvering threatens to reshape alliances and destinies. Alexis's strained relationship with her daughters risks permanent estrangement. And Jocelyn, standing at a professional crossroads, must confront not only her external challenges but also the doubts gnawing away at her from within. The question that looms over them all is simple yet devastating. In a world riddled with betrayal, ambition, and fragile hope, who will emerge stronger, and who will be left to pick up the pieces? As the credits roll, one thing becomes unmistakably clear. For the residents of Port Charles, survival, whether in body, heart, or career, is anything but guaranteed. Would you also like me to write a slightly longer or even more dramatic version if you want to push it closer to 8,000 characters?